Good afternoon, guys. We are live. Balbriggen versus Marion, and on commentary today is Mr. Roger Kerr, and we're going to leave it to Rogie Boy to talk you through the match.
Thank you, Adrian, and welcome to the Jack Harper Memorial Field for today's encounter between Marion and Balbriggen. Opening the bowling from the Huey Riley end is Abdul Samad, leg spin bowler. And we're off. Quick leg by there.
You're all right, mate.
Very nice start here from Samad. And that's a great shot there. Swept for four. Single there, fielded by Nathan Rooney, captain for the day.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, 74.50. Can I see all up?
No, one to come.
Anderson's left-hander, isn't he? You have to bear with us at the moment. A few technical difficulties getting the live score up. But that hasn't stopped Merrion's opening batsmen, Jack Carty and John Anderson, from getting a reasonable start from the first over. Now opening the bowler from the Franco Gilday end is Andrew Darroch. This is his second season for Balbriggen. Unfortunately last year he injured his ankle, so was unable to bowl and played as the batsman. But we're certainly looking forward to see him bring a little bit of pace here to the Jack Harper. Taking strike is Jack Carty, recently returned to Marion, and at the non-striker end, John Anderson. Big catch, caught behind. Everyone's gone up, but umpire Jeremy Jeffries, turns down the appeal. Great start there from Darroch. That's clipped away there by Carty, down to fine leg. A little bit of a fumble, but recovered well there. Just the single. That's a terrific square drive there by Carty for 4. Smashed away off the back foot and over this very quick outfield. Soon hit the boundary. Clipped away again, look, and for another fine 4 there for Carty. Certainly Marion now starting to press the accelerator so early on in the fixture. Clipped away again by Carty, running down to fine leg. Fielded in the deep. Nice sliding dive and just a single. Clipped away by Carty for another single off the last ball of the second over. With Marion now 19 for no wicket off 2, a great start. Ground here at Balbriggen is in immaculate shape, very much the hard work of a very dedicated team of ground staff led by Derek Rooney, Bruno Harper and Albert Harper, along with many other volunteers. Certainly this ground has come a long way in recent years and is really now looking a picture. And in the third over, we have a change of bowling from the top end, and it's Campbell Davies Webb making his debut here for Balbriggen. Very much a quick single there to Carty. Anderson very watchful there, plays the ball out into covers, and no run. Very accurate bowling there from Davies Webb. keeping the very dangerous Anderson very watchful at this early stage in the innings. Umpire Tony Wall there calls a no ball. Slight overstepping there from Davis Webb, which will now be a free hit. Will Anderson try and target the shorter leg side boundary? Davis Webb bowls Anderson and he targets the shorter boundary, but only a single straight to square leg and a single. A misfield there, slight run out chance, but Samad not picking up the ball cleanly and a single is taken. And that's high, it's back at third man, is a great chance there. Oh, and it's dropped there by Golem. And horrible misfield and the ball's gone for 4, I think. No, he just... Umpire's just checking if the ball carried for 4. And indeed it's been signalled 4 there. Unfortunate and unlucky there, drop catch and a slight misfield giving them the 4 runs. And at the end of the 3rd over, the score is 24 for no wicket. Continuing for his 2nd over, Andrew Darroch. Darroch into Carty, bowls full toss just over the infield, just over the fielder, and the ball streaks away there for another 4 through mid-wicket. Marion certainly making full use of all the bad balls that have been bowled so far this afternoon. Balbriggen looking to bounce back very, very quickly. Darroch into bowl, back foot for Carty, and another 4 through backward point. Darroch into Carty again, comes forward and launches it, but doesn't quite get hold of it, and the ball just goes out to Nathan Rooney at mid-on. Clips the legs of the pads of Carty comes back for 2 as the ball goes down to fine leg. Driven and fielded off his own bowling there by Darosh.
It's 36 off 3 in the fourth.
Hits the pads of Carty again, but no run. We're now in the 4th over, and Marion 36 for no wicket. Jack Carty on 25 and John Anderson on 10. Apologies that we're still having a few technical difficulties with bringing you the live scorecard, but we hope to have that fixed very, very shortly. So Campbell Davis-Webb coming in for his 2nd over from the Huey Riley end. Bowling to John Anderson. Short, a bit of lift, no run scored there. Dots are very vital in this T20 format, so they'll be very pleased with that result. Anderson very watchful again, plays the ball out into cover and no run. Davis-Webb coming in again to bowl. Short on the back foot for Anderson. A quick run to cover. Little shy at the stumps there, well backed up by Samad. 1 run to Anderson, bringing the powerful Jack Carty on strike. Davis Campbell comes into bowl over the wicket short. It's in the air. That could be a chance. And it's been spilled again. That's the 2nd drop for the Balbriggen fielding side. That may prove very, very costly with such quality batsmen at the wicket. Abdul Sattar unfortunately failed to get his hands and complete the clean catch there. That's 2 chances that have gone down now for Balbriggen, which could prove very costly. Davis-Webb in again to Anderson. He bowls full, hits the pads, and appeal on a quick single. A throw at the stumps for Fletcher and it misses. Batsman makes it safe. Davis Webb into bowl to Carty, short off the back foot but no run. At the end of the 5th over, the score is 41 for no wicket. We have another change of bowling from the Franco Gilday end. It's Abdul Sattar. It's medium pace. Hopefully you can keep this over tight. It's just the last over of the 6-over power play. Sattar comes in to bowl to Anderson, hits him on the pad, bit of an appeal, but umpire Jeremy Jeffrey says not out. That's a good start there, good full length delivery there from Sattar, who comes in again, bowls to Anderson, who's forward and watchfully leaves it past outside off stump. Sattar in again to Anderson, short. Anderson misses, ball taken by the keeper Connor Fletcher. This is a great start here by Sattar, 3 balls, 3 dot balls. Sattar in again, bowls to Anderson, who goes forward. He's hit it in the air and he could be out here. Finally, the catch one there. That's the first wicket of the day, caught by 00 Abdul Samad. And Balbriggen will be great. We're very, very happy to see the back of the quality John Anderson. And with the fall of that wicket, we're happy to announce that the scores are now live on the live stream. So Anderson departs for 12 runs. And the new batsman in, number 3, Mick Lewis. It's certainly great to be back watching and commentating on cricket after the COVID lockdown. Everybody's been delighted to get out and finally play. So this is a great start from Sattar, 4 balls, no runs, and the valuable wicket of John Anderson. As the batsman had crossed, it's now Jack Carty who's on strike. Again, another great delivery from Sattar. 5 balls gone, 5 dots. Could we see one of these rare maidens in the power play in a T20? And a fantastic achievement if he can just keep his nerve and continue bowling in the same areas. Satar comes in, bowls to Carty, down the leg side, and umpire Jeremy Jeffrey correctly calls that wide. Satar in again to Carty, who's watchful in defence, plays the ball back to him. And that's a great over, 1 wicket and just the 1 run, which was a wide, which now takes Marion to 42 for 1 off 6 overs. And that's the end of the power play. And returning from the Huey Riley end is leg spin bowler Abdul Samad, who will be grateful now that the power play has ended so he can have the additional fielders out in the boundary. Michael Lewis taking his time before he takes his stance. And here comes Samad into Lewis, full straight, big appeal for LBW, but no luck with that one. Certainly seemed to be missing down the leg side, and umpire Tony Wall there says no. Samad in again to Lewis, slightly shorter, plays off the back foot, but now we've got the sweeper out on the boundary and just a signal there to Lewis, bringing Carty back on strike. Samad in short again, played off the back foot, but no run there. And he comes again, all flighted, clipped away there, through long on. Looking to take 2, but thinking that it's a better place to be just taking the single. So that's a good set of 10 deliveries here from Balbriggen, just conceding the last 3 runs. Certainly after Carty rather explosively opened up the innings with a flurry of boundaries. Samad bowls, keeps a little low, but not judged a wide there by Tony Wall. In again, possibly a flipper, defeats Lewis. A little stumping chance there by Fletcher, but the batsman safely in his ground. And that completes the end of the 7th over. A good over there for Balbriggen, leaving Marion on now 44 for 1 wicket. So 2 runs off the last 2 overs. Balbriggen certainly be happy with that, particularly after the 2 drop catches. Now's the time to be applying the pressure. Now we're into the 8th over, the second one to be bowled by Abdul Sattar. Sattar into Carty, bowls slightly short. Oh, and a slight mix-up here if there's a quick bit of fielding. Oh, a throw at the stumps there by Rooney. And it's been misfielded there, and it's actually 4 overthrows. So 5 runs scored. A big shy at the wickets there by Rooney. If he'd had hit, Carty would have been well short of his ground, but missed by a good few inches there, and the backing up there left a little bit to be desired, and the ball travelled across the boundary to give an eventful 5. Sattar in again to Lewis, who goes forward, beats him outside the off stump. Ball taken cleanly there by Fletcher. Sattar comes in to Lewis, who goes forward forcefully. Ball's hit to cover, slight misfield again, and a quick single. That brings up the Marion 50 in 7.3 overs. Sattar into Carty. He bowls short, pulled away there, and it's in the Hyde Park soccer pitch there for a 6. Sattar, having bowled so watchfully his first 10 balls, unfortunately drops 1 short, and he gets the full treatment into the adjoining field. That takes Carty on to 38. Now the ball's come back. Sattar comes in to bowl to Carty. Better length this time. Defensively pushed out onto the onside by Carty for no run. A single there to long on for Carty, rotating the strike after the boundary, which is always good to see, bringing Lewis back on strike. In actual fact, Carty's a good counter because that was the last ball of the over, so he's pinched the strike for the next over. So after 8 overs, Merrion 56 for 1. Samad into bowl to Carty, plays it on the back foot, but misses, taken again by Fletcher. Samad in a bowl, nice loop, good delivery there. played out there onto the onside, onto the offside, and no run. Samad really getting through this over now. He bowls short on the back foot, punched away, but well fielded there in the infield. Just the single there to Carty. Always great to see a leg spin bowler bowling in T20. Brings lots of options and really does make the batsman think. Samad in a bowl to Lewis, who drives it. It's in the air, but it's through the outfield and fielded safely in the end by Rooney on the boundary. Just a single.
Carty's really been the difference so far, Rog. I think there wouldn't have been as many runs on the board without Carty's aggressive play here at the start.
He's certainly punished the bad ball and hit each bad one 4-4. Now he seems to be just taking the signals and rotating the strike, which is a good comeback from the Balbriggen bowlers after a few loose ones early on. They really now need to just keep this consistency and slow down the boundary count. It's always a very high scoring ground here at the Jack Harper, and saving boundaries is incredibly important. Samad into bowl, tidy, tucked away on the leg side by Lewis, running the first one very hard. Is he going to come back for the second? No. Fantastic throw there over the top, taken by Fletcher, just for the single.
Yeah, Carty's look good, Roger. I think the few months away in Australia probably benefited him more than most people out on the pitch who haven't had much cricket since last September. Maybe only Greg Ford from the Balbriggen side who's played any games so far. So probably Greg Ford and Carty are the two with the most games under the belt at the moment anyway. Carty's been involved with the Munster setup and he's looking good. Although they brought him in as a bowler, he's looking a good batsman. He's
certainly got Marion off to a flyer here. Now we have another change of bowling.
Farouk Nazar.
We have Farouk Nazar, a very experienced player, been in Ireland for some now 4 years. He brings a wealth of experience from playing in the Kent leagues in the UK. Slow right arm bowler. Bowling to Michael Lewis, who's on 4 at the moment.
You guys stop picking us up.
Farouk now coming round the wicket to Carty with the Merrion total on 62 for 1 in the 10th over. Farouk comes into bowl, plays on the back foot, keeps a little low, but Carty plays it out into the cover area. Slight misfield there by Rooney, but the ball is gathered for just a single. Farouk back over the wicket, bowls to Lewis, who steps away, gets the ball to the cover, well fielded, quick single, good bit of fielding there by Balbriggen, keeping it down to a single and a well judged run. Carty now moved on to 42. Nazir into bowl, short, played off the back foot and missed, slight fumble, and there's a mix up here. Can he make it? Oh, and it's missed at the bowler's side, and a additional run. Definitely a chance there for Farouk to make the run out, but yet another fumble on the fielding side, which lets Marion off the hook, and another run to the total. Certainly, I think new coach Andre Botha won't be happy with the fielding that Balbriggen have demonstrated so far, but there's time and effort in the game to pull it back. Farouk in short, pulled away there by Lewis, just to backward square, no run taken. Well fielded there by Samad. The sun now coming up and showing the Jack Harper to be a glorious cricket field. Really does look the business after so many months of being in lockdown. Farouk into again to Lewis, short, steps outside, leg stump, but misses it, and a dot ball. That brings the end to the 10th over, and Marion 65 for 1. This is a good comeback by Balbriggen, as Marion were 44 off only 6. But again, 1 or 2 misfields have cost Balbriggen. They could be in a better position, but there's still time for both sides. Change of bowling from the Huey Riley end, and it's another Balbriggen player on their debut, Christopher de Freitas. Right arm over. He comes in, bowls to Carty, puts it in the block hole. A great start there and a great debut ball there by de Freitas. De Freitas turns, runs into bowl to Carty. He bowls full length, and that's a great cover drive there, but fielded by the sweeper on the boundary for only a single. Slight change in the field for the right-handed Lewis. De Freitas comes in, he bowls full length, it's in the air. Is that a chance? It's gone a long, long way. And that's, nearly a great catch there by Samad. He took hold of it, but was aware of the boundary and just had the wherewithal just to throw the ball back inside when he couldn't complete the catch, saving an undoubted 6 and just keeping the score down to 1 run there. That was a great bit of fielding. I think he got sight there of the wheels of the sight screen and certainly did the right thing and threw the ball inside, saving 5 runs. De Freitas into Lewis, bowls short aside the off stump, played into the covers for no run. Freitas in again, slower ball picked by Lewis but driven straight to mid-off for another dot ball. De Freitas coming in for the final ball of his over. He bowls, it's lofted in the air over extra cover, fielder coming round but unable to reach it, and the ball travels for 4 runs, bringing the 11th over to a conclusion, with Marion going along quite nicely now at 75 for 1. So starting and continuing the 12th over, Farouk bowling to Carty. Short, played on the back foot through the infield, but safely recovered on the boundary for another single. Carty now moving close to his half century with 48 to his name. A very credible innings, mixing watchfulness with full aggression and certainly a very high boundary count. Nazir into Lewis, he bowls, played back and fielded by the bowler, no run. Lewis looks to give himself a bit of width outside the off stump, and another misfield there from Balbriggen, bringing 4 runs to the total and 4 to Michael Lewis, who quickly moves on to 14. Always difficult to prevent boundaries at the Balbriggen ground. A small, shortish boundary at the Hyde Park side. Farouk into Lewis, bowls, plays watch with a quick single to cover, well fielded there, but no run out, just the single. Farouk into ball, Carty on the back foot, punches it out just a square and a quick single. Ball strikes the wickets, but a single only it is. Taking Carty on to 49. Nazir into bowl to Lewis, who's stepped away to leg side and has completely missed it and has been bowled middle stump there by Farouk. A great wicket for Balbriggen. Lewis departs for 14 runs. Carty got 50 because it's showing on there as 50 and 45 on the board. Sorry?
45.
Showing 52.
Carty. 45.
Who's the new batter?
Oh, here's the new batsman.
And the new batsman replacing Michael Lewis is former Irish international Max Sorensen. Max, a very, very powerful striker of the ball, and if he gets going, he could spell danger for Balbriggen. Freitas will have to be on his mettle here when he bowls to him. Definitely Sorensen could change this game very, very quickly if he gets in and gets set. Freitas into Carty, clips it through mid-wicket for what will be a single, bringing Sorensen on to strike. Just if you're looking at the scores, apologies again, we have a slight discrepancy in there. Carty is still on 45 and not 52. Freitas into Sorensen, who drives, doesn't quite get hold of it, through mid-on for just a single. Freitas to left-handed Carty, drives it straight through mid-off, very powerfully driven. Will it be fielded on the boundary? That's a great diving effort in there, again by Samad, who saves the boundary and only gives up 2 runs. That takes Carty on to 47. Just be remember that we do have a slight error in the live scoring at the moment. Freitas into Sorensen, full and straight, clips off his legs, but straight to the fielder at mid-wicket for just a single to Sorensen. Freitas into Carty, short, pulled away to mid-wicket and could be caught, and it is a great catch there on the boundary, which sees the end of Carty going for a very, very fine 47, looking to push it and get his half century with the 6, but caught there on the mid-wicket boundary. And that was caught by Greg Ford there. That's a great wicket there for Balbriggen, and they'll be mighty relieved to see the back of Carty. 2 new batsmen on strike now in the 13th over. This could be Balbriggen's chance to pull it back.
Who's the new batsman?
Joining Sorensen at the crease is Dominic Joyce. Dom from the well-known Joyce family of Merrion. Again, very experienced cricketer with a very high pedigree. So really there are 2 danger men now at the wicket for Marion. This could be the make or break passage of play here. Balbriggen really need to get into the middle order here, and if they do, they've got a great chance of restricting to a very chaseable total. Equally, if these 2 players, Sorensen and Joyce, get going, there could be fireworks. De Freitas into bowl, that's pulled away, short, well fielded on the boundary there, and only a single. So that's Joyce off the mark. And at the end of the 13th over, Marion are now 89 for 3.
Joyce.
So the scoreboard is now caught up, and Marion, we can confirm now, are 90 for 3. Sorensen and Joyce, both at the wicket, both with 1 run to their name. Farouk continues from bottom end, short, played onto the onside for no runs, well fielded there by Balbriggen. Farouk in again, short. Joyce pulls away, doesn't quite get hold of it. Just a quick single there to the 45-degree position. Nazir in again, short. Pulled away, but it's been completely missed there by Sorensen. It's a dot ball. I think he got away with one there. That should have been really put away. 4-4. Nazir in again. Sorensen short. Plays it on the back foot through the covers. just for a single and collected on the cover boundary. Certainly a good comeback by Balbriggen. The boundaries have certainly dried up of late for Marion, and giving away just the single here on there is certainly putting Balbriggen back into the game. Nazir into Joyce, back foot, tries to nurdle it away on the offside, but no run. Nazir in again, short. Joyce plays off the back foot and fielded by Nazir. That's the end of the 14th over. A good one for Balbriggen, which takes Marion on to 92 for 3. So Nazir 1 for 19 off his 3 overs. And continuing from the Hugh Riley end is Chris de Freitas. Comes in and bowls to Joyce. And he's got hold of that, or has he? It's in the air. Will it carry? It's very short. And that's a great catch at mid-wicket there. And Joyce is gone. Correction, it's Sorensen who's actually gone. Now that's a great wicket for Balbriggen. I think it came off the toe of the bat there as he tried to take advantage of the short boundary. But Balbriggen will take everything at this stage, and that's a great safe catch there again by Rooney. Certainly Marion now 92 for 4. That's a bit of a cluster of wickets there, and Balbriggen are coming back nicely into the game, but still with 6 overs still remaining, Marion can still post a very challenging total. And the new batsman replacing Max Sorensen is Sean Stanton. De Freitas in again, bowls, punch back on the onside for a single there. Freitas into the new batsman, Stanton, plays the ball into the covers. Fielded there by Greg Ford, no run. And that's clean bowled there by De Freitas. Absolutely great length delivery, which looked to have nipped back a little bit towards the leg stump. Stanton playing all around that and cleaned up, bowled by De Freitas, who collects his 2nd wicket. Marion now 93 for 5. And this is a great comeback from Balbriggen. De Freitas bowling an incredible spell now with 3 for 12 off his 2.4 overs. Very good accuracy and very good bowling here by De Freitas.
James Hitchcock.
Replacing Stanton is new batsman James Hitchcock. Freitas certainly looking to have a debut for Balbriggen to remember. 3 very, very valuable scalps and a great spell of bowling in this middle set of the game. Freitas comes into Hitchcock, plays slightly across the line, ball well taken by Fletcher, and another dot ball here. Freitas runs in to Hitchcock, drives, but just plays it back softly to Freitas, who completes his 3rd over. Very impressive figures of 3 for 12. So Farouk Nazir continuing here. He bowls to Joyce, plays it on the back foot but straight